American National Anthem. Good evening, and thank you for joining us here inside of Finley Stadium, coming to you live on 11 Sports and FIFA Plus from the scenic city, Chattanooga, Tennessee. A regular season tilt, exciting National Independent Soccer Association action. Savannah Clovers have made the short journey up from Savannah, Georgia to take on top of the table Chattanooga Football Club. Chattanooga 10-4-0, undefeated. Savannah Clovers are 1-2-9 on the season. Going to be an exciting match. I'm Gabriel Schry here with my good friend and analyst Zeka Fejas, bringing you all the action. Zeka, what are your thoughts on today's match?
Well, mixed feelings, not necessarily knowing what we're going to see from Savannah formation-wise. Their starting lineup is a little different from previous games, from when we play them at home as well. So again, just let's see at the first 15 minutes how both teams behave, feeling each other out, and then we go from there.
Chattanooga Football Club wearing their navy blue kits today. Savannah Clovers wearing all white kits. Chattanooga will be on the left side of your screen. Savannah Clovers will be on the right side here for kickoff. As far as a matchup like this goes, I talked to Rod Underwood about it. He said there's always a target on your back. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, the numbers are stacking up. CFC getting wins and conceding, very few goals. So every team that's stepping up here, I feeling, is looking to score, is looking to get a result. Anything they can get from CFC, they're going to try. So CFC got to stay on their toes for the 90 minutes today.
Fantastic. Well, we're thrilled for this one. We're very excited to see how this match turns out. And we'll get the starting lineups in just a moment. Before we go over starting lineups and officials, any final thoughts on this contest?
No, just excited to get it going and see how the boys are going to behave, from all the unknowns that we have playing on today's match.
One man that's out of the starting lineup here today is Anatoly Prepelica. Taking a week off, got a card.
Couple of cards.
Does that affect Chattanooga Football Club?
Well, I think they have had some rotation in previous weeks where different personnel have stepped up for those similar positions. So I think it shouldn't be too much a problem. I think what Coach Rod had planned for today should work with the personnel. People already know each other. We're deep into the season. The team hasn't changed much. And whoever has stepped up so far has done a good job.
Starting lineup today, Antoine in the net, Perez, Bowers, Capizzucci, Stripling, Dixon, McGrath, Garcia, Sosa, Ibarra, Mwape, and Naglestad. And Naglestad, obviously on record watch still, did not score last week up in Michigan against Gold Star.
I'm glad he didn't.
I mean, I hate to admit it, but me too.
Well, we're here at home, with the chance again to witness history. And I'm just so glad that we're, commentating and being part of this spectacle. And Marcus has everything to break that number today. So hopefully we'll see that happen.
Crichton in the net for the Savannah Clovers. Vaughn, De Leon, Hunt, Schneider, Tate, Hargreaves, Quintanilla, Herides, Moyers, and Rogova all in the starting lineup for the Savannah Clovers Football Club. Long delivery there, redirected. Chattanooga takes at the football. Dixon sends this one down far side into the channel, and Savannah back to gather the ball. Long clear by Crichton, skying out of play and over the touchline as there's a collision there as well. Good turnout, bad traffic for Chattanooga today.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going around the stadium as well. I don't know about you, but it took me forever to park the car.
It was a fight to get in here.
Yeah. It is an academy night. Something must be said about that. We have all the teams from the academy and CFC Academy joining and participating with some events here at the stadium as well.
Love to see it. Lots of kids in blue filling the stands, all ages. Savannah onside. This is Rugova looking to the interior, chips it backside, and no one there to help him out. Good delivery. Antoine was ready for it. Savannah will throw in from the far side. This is Moyers. Bench boss for the Savannah Clovers is David Proctor. For Chattanooga, Rod Underwood. Long delivery on the throw-in. This headed away over the goal line.
Yeah, seen early, one of Savannah's weapons that they're going to use today. I mean, they started early, so most likely they're going to use that the whole match with a long throw to the box. So CFC definitely needs to be aware. Not count today one of their bigger, taller players, Prepelitsa, so everybody got to stay tuned, pick it up there, man, because Savannah is going to use everything they have, and one of those weapons, it is a long throw.
From the corner and headed away by Alex McGrath. Chattanooga looking for Naglestad and kept on side there by Vaughn. Regathered, Clovers with a howitzer, and the missile is deflected away. Garcia Sosa gathers down along the touchline. Long feed, Naglestad takes it this, won't keep it for long. Savannah loses it back to Chattanooga. Now they've established clear possession. A long outlet pass, close side. Jesus Ibarra with a cut to the interior. Double teamed, what a feed to Mwape. Back to Ibarra, he's got space on the stoppie. Disgusting, what a disgusting goal by Jesus Ibarra. Get that man a bar of soap. Unbelievable. It's 1-0 Chattanooga Football Club.
Wow. Why have we just seen here in the first 5 minutes of this game, Gabe?
Well, one of the things on my note sheet today is the impact of Jesus Ibarra. He's a recent addition, made an immediate impact, scored a crucial goal in their last match against Gold Star, and continues that scoring streak at home in Chattanooga, Tennessee. That was filthy. I feel gross.
Well, it is a ball that, you know, nobody saw it coming. Him approaching Savannah's box with Mwape, both kind of by itself against however many defenders, found gaps, found spaces, ball get back to Ibarra. Wonderful feat. Cuts a couple of players and then slots in the back of the net with his left foot curling around the goalkeeper. What a goal. Beautiful play, beautiful build-up, you know, well-deserved credit for those two players, Mwape and Ibarra, of course, finishing up the touches, and just amazing soccer here witnessing on this first 3 minutes of the match. I mean, they haven't even waited for the Finley to backed up. I'm sure a couple of people missed that goal.
Absolutely. Do you think we'll have time to run out at the half and get a bar of soap for him?
Well, I hope so. That man deserves everything he can get, all the credit right now.
One thing I've been touching on every match we've seen him play in, and his footwork is just fantastic, and he showed it off all the way up the touchline right there.
Yeah, I mean, and he's not a super, you know, he's not a speed demon. He's not that fast player like Mwape. He doesn't have that on his game, but he's just the ability and the skill set to, on that short amount of space, to cut players around. I mean, it's just wonderful to see.
Now here's that same outlet pass, this time to Kelvin Mwape. Mwape has some help, crosses into the 18 along the corner, flipped back, long shot, this one deflected away, and a good save by the keeper for Savannah.
Yeah, the boys are feeling it tonight.
Richton on top of that one saw the delivery inside to Garcia Sosa, and he scored on that same look a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we know he has that on his pocket, you know, with that shot outside of the box curling to the far post. I mean, that's what he went for. Unfortunately, this time the goalkeeper was well positioned, but CFC again knocking on Savannah's door.
1-0 here on 11 Sports FIFA Plus. Chattanooga Football Club, who is undefeated at 10-4-0, hosting the Savannah Clovers, who are 1-2-9. It's regular season NISA League action, coming to you live from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm Gabriel Schrei here with Zeka Fejas, and what a hot start for Chattanooga.
Yeah, it's been beautiful so far.
Savannah Clovers to the close side. This is Vaughn. Vaughn feeling the pressure from Mwape, flipped it away quickly. Big collision there. Play continues. Two quick passes. The captain, Dixon, being harassed from both sides. Aritas gets it away. Football back to him. Around McGrath, and now gathered up by Antoine. Clovers are clearly the underdogs, having won only one game. Chattanooga's unbeaten streak just seems larger than life at this point.
Yeah, I mean, if we're meant to keep that today, we surely started the way we're supposed to. So things looking good for CFC, you know, but Savannah is not a bad team. They have demonstrated already a couple of things that, you know, are concerning, and CFC for sure got to stay tuned for the whole game in order to keep the game the way they want it.
The Clovers defense sure to be tested like never before. They're facing the team that scored a league-leading 25 goals. It's really been unbelievable for Chattanooga Football Club offensively this season. How do you prepare for something like that?
I mean, most teams so far this season we've seen they compacted, they pushed a lot of numbers back. But Savannah so far, they haven't really done that. They're pushing a couple more numbers forward. They're opening up the space, which sometimes is not necessarily the right strategy playing against a team that can, just have so many weapons, like you said, score so many goals in different types of positions. So it could be a long night for Savannah. I mean, started not necessarily probably how, they didn't plan for. So I'm not sure if it's going to be a change of strategy on their side, or if they're going to continue trying what they've been doing so far.
Club that is fresh to the league. They won the NIC, turned it around, and joined the National Independent Soccer Association. I feel like all the framework is in place for Savannah. Long delivery, and this one gathered up by Antoine, flashing the gloves in the 7th minute. Yeah,
they for sure got the market. The city of Savannah for sure can support a soccer team, and they do things well. I love how they are going about their team, and it's a pleasure to host them here at Finley. I feel like both teams kind of share a lot of the same values.
Hostess city up here in the Scenic City, and they are doing battle down on the pitch in this match. NISA League regular season, Chattanooga Football Club, Savannah Clovers, CFC with the football for the moment. Long feed up to captain Richard Dixon. Now an outlet pass far side, and Clovers will be to the football first. Easily touched back to Crichton. Long clear all the way through the center of the pitch. Hatterdad, a chance momentarily. The long shot delivered wide left up onto the backstop here.
It's not a bad effort, Antoine definitely out of position. Luckily the finish didn't go on the frame, but Savannah demonstrating quality. If they are given the chance, they're gonna, throw whatever they can, and this time, luckily, you went out wide.
Chattanooga Football Club averaging just shy of 2 goals per game. Absolute electricity offensively. Some confusion down along the touchline. Mawape talking with head coach of Chattanooga Football Club, Rod Underwood.
Something concerned with the ball. I believe the air pressure is not quite right. The players demonstrating a little frustration. Hopefully we got that sorted. I feel like that's pretty basic. You got to get the ball right.
Far side, Chattanooga, a long feed here, maintained momentarily. On the back third, now to Stripling. Stripling, a lot of room to work with. Trying to take advantage of that. Flip to the inside. McGrath keeps it for CFC, and the whistle as boots collide there. Chattanooga taken away immediately. They won't keep it for long. Garcia Sosa looking up the pitch. Not a lot of space. Stripling from the touchline right back to him. Chattanooga taking their time. Long feed. What a redirect off the heel. Calvin Mawape, a lot of space. Mawape cuts inside. Long delivery. Backdoor. This is Jesus Ibarra just inside of the 18. Teed up. Back to him. At long range, Perez looking. A nifty move off the dribble. Back up top to the captain. Dixon far side. Chattanooga looking low. Now close to Stripling. Stripling to Naglestad, and he tries for the shot, blows a tire on the way, and goes down to the turf.
CFC keeping the ball so well, moving from one side to the other, right in front of Savannah's box. The ball gets to whoever we want, right? We want Marcus to get those chances in front of goal. Unfortunately, it didn't go his way, but CFC demonstrating, the capability of maintaining possession, tight spaces, and finding their target man for him in order to get a finish on the goal. This time, didn't go his way, but expecting more from everybody here.
This is Marcus Naglestad's 58th NISA regular season game. He scored 37 goals in those games, recorded 29 wins in NISA League play, Naglestad is tied for the all-time scoring record for Chattanooga Football Club. So that includes all contests played and all official recorded contests. He has 52 career goals, tied with multiple players, and one more will break that record. So that's a storyline you're going to hear a lot about tonight as we go through the course of this contest. And I have to say, Naglestad is the kind of guy you're going to want to root for. He's an incredible guy.
Yeah, if someone's going to break that record, having Marcus, somebody that wears the shirt the way he does, demonstrating pride and the love for the team and the community he's part of now is everything we want for that top scorer to be. So he really encapsulates that persona. So we'll be very happy if that happens today or any other day, and hopefully we're going to witness some history here at Finley.
Antoine carefully covers this in the 12th minute. It's 1-0 Chattanooga Football Club, and they'll work with the football. Chattanooga way back. Campazzucci sent this to Antoine. Rugova was bringing pressure. Long pass to Dixon. Dixon tried to center this up. Football lost momentarily. McGrath took at it towards the touchline, and this one will escape play. Savannah the throw-in. Savannah Clovers Football Club in the center third of the pitch. Long delivery, close side now. This is Vaughn. Vaughn looking up the field. One quick pass, now two. Not liking the pressure. All the way back to Vaughn again. Vaughn right near the center of the pitch. Long pass. Chattanooga can't get it away. Delivered into the channel. Close side. Wants that centering feed. This one swatted at. Chattanooga gathers up possession. Mawape can't get the football. Stripling tries to send it right back to him. Savannah near the center, going to send it all the way back to Crichton to reset. Crichton again on the edge of the 18, standing way out. It was scoreless at the half. The other NISA League game going on now. That's up at Rochester Community Sports Complex. They kicked off at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Maryland Bobcats, Flower City Union. Later on tonight, Los Angeles Force facing Club de Leon at Championship Stadium. 10 p.m. Eastern Time start. Artist Takari Dennis Pope on the call on that. Also available on 11 and FIFA Plus. Chattanooga in the center of the pitch. CFC just along the touchline, walking it towards the center of the field, not liking it. Dixon to Stripling. Stripling. Long feed, far side, skied over there in the 18 and cleared away by Savannah. Great defense, getting back and getting boots on the football.
A nice deep pass to Ibaha. He's definitely feeling confident today after scoring that beautiful goal, putting himself in positions to score again. Unfortunately, the ball ran away from him a little further than he wanted. Savannah clears, CFC gets a corner from it.
Alex McGrath to deliver the corner. Here it is, lofted backside, the header and buried by Kelvin Mawape. It looks like they may be waving off the goal. Mawape threw his hands up, not satisfied with the call right away.
Well, is either the referee call a foul or the lineman call the ball going out of bounds. Hard to tell what really happened, but that had everything to be another goal for CFC and another type of set piece executed the way we've seen before. McGrath sending it deep and Bowers sending it back to the box.
That's Tate, an outlet pass. Aretas across the 18. There's the delivery inside, swatted at. McGrath using his whole body, and Antoine gets it with his gloves.
Yeah, beautiful defending by Campazzucci. Somebody who's stepping up to the starting lineup, and he's doing a good job so far, preventing a dangerous cross to be played across the box, putting his body right in front of it, and nice to see people sacrificing themselves for the cause and preventing Savannah for scoring a goal.
Stripling along the touchline, all the way back to the keeper, Antoine. Midway through the 16th minute, 1-0 Chattanooga Football Club. They are undefeated, top of the table in NISA League. One of the very best in the United States of America right now, playing host to the Savannah Clovers, 1-2-9 in regular season action, and we're coming to you live on 11 Sports and FIFA Plus from Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is Mawape. Mawape pursued by Tate. Deking about, back to Stripling. Stripling right near the center of the pitch. Kelvin Mawape looking towards Naglestad. This is taken away momentarily by Savannah. The captain double teamed, able to keep the football for CFC. The Navy Kits on the close side with it. Garcia Sosa pursued by Tate. Flipped it far side. Long ball here to Ibarra. He's down to the 18, looking inside. Fed up front, and the shot had too much juice on it. It travels over the goal line.
Ibarra gets the lucky bounce, confuses Savannah's defender and gets clear down that channel. Feeds off to McGrath. Unfortunately, that ball was bubbly. It was not necessarily, running across the surface like McGrath was probably wanted. Once he caught it, unfortunately went way too high, not necessarily on target. But, a nice build-up. Ibarra gets involved again. McGrath showing up like he has been on top of the box for chances. And, CFC building in different ways, showing different assets, and, very confident on the football today.
Tate was looking for Rugova, overshot him, back to Antoine. Chattanooga Football Club now with the ball. Here's a chip pass, long one, a battle for possession again, this time over the touchline. Chattanooga will throw in. Alex McGrath leaving it off for Stripling. These two clubs have seen each other once here in Finley Stadium already this season. Played to a 1-1 draw in the 37th minute. Hargreaves scored on a penalty. It remained 1-0 until Prepelica scored in added time to force the draw, and it was an unbelievable moment.
Yeah, it was a game that CFC probably, is not very proud of, because stepping up against Savannah, who at that point hadn't collected any wins or any points, CFC definitely didn't show the respect that the Savannah needed, and Savannah punched them for it.
Another outlet pass for Chattanooga. Ibarra can't run this down as it's cleared up into row B by Savannah. Throw incoming for Chattanooga. Perez touching this, dribbling with it, off to the captain Dixon. Richard Dixon to Ibarra. Jesus Ibarra towards the center of the AstroTurf. McGrath now. Alex McGrath left off close side to Mawape. Kelvin Mawape just in the touchline, heavily defended by Tate. Unable to shake him initially. Got to go ahead and send this back to Alex McGrath, and Chattanooga Football Club looking for a full reset. Long ball here by the keeper and gathered by the opposing keeper, Christian of Savannah.
Yeah, Antoine kind of received a short pass, which he felt that he needed to clear, and he really did, all the way through the opposition's box.
Naglestad touches this gently to Mawape. Mawape into the 18, fires, it's loose after being swatted away by Christian. Tate gathers up the ball near the touchline. There's the clear. Chattanooga still battling for possession as Savannah tries again to clear the ball. Rugova there. Perez running this down near the touchline. Unable to keep it alive there.
Yeah, CFC with a lot of options now. Mawape with the fancy footwork cuts on his preferred left foot and delivers a strong, powerful shot to Savannah's well-positioned keeper. But CFC again building it the way they have been, creating a lot of options, feeling comfortable in the match, and different people showing up for goal-scoring opportunities.
Garcia and Perez, now Ibarra. Garcia Sosa. double teamed near the corner of the 18. Long feed. McGrath has it stripped away. Tate looking for the clear, unable to do this initially. Savannah now, long feed up the pitch, goes wide of Rugova and gathered up by Antoine.
Seems like the referee caught a handball on the process, and the CFC's free kick, I think, somewhat of a position where we could be seeing a cross, maybe a long shot. Marcus taking on the ball, so you know that man is capable of. We've seen it before.
10 goals in regular season play in 2023 for Naglestad. Tied for the all-time scoring record for Chattanooga Football Club.
What is that?
Step off on this.
35 yards out. Oh, he stepped off. Yeah, I think that was a little bit off his range.
I don't know. I'm starting to wonder if anything is out of his range. He's got a scope on his boots. This is McGrath and Mwape. McGrath, big contributions recently to the stat sheet. He's cleared to take it. Left off for Mwape, delivered to the inside, chipped down low, and this goes over the head of McGrath, who he was looking for.
Yeah, CFC had definitely planned a set-piece play that they choreographed, you know, probably doing practice, but didn't pull it off the way they wanted. Those plays, if you want to execute them, it's got to be almost to perfection. They're tricky. There's not a whole lot of space. So maybe next time they're going to be more simple with the ball and just put the ball, you know, in the box like we would have expected to see it.
McGrath was in a position to make a play a moment ago, and he was a big contributor last time out. As those of you with us for the pregame show and saw in that highlight recap, Alex McGrath tied the game after Gold Star Detroit scored first. He made it 1-1 in the first half stoppage time. It remained a tied match until Ibarra scored to make it 2-1 in the 66th minute, and that was the final score of that contest. McGrath was named the man of the match, and he's just been hot the last few weeks for Chattanooga Football Club.
Yeah, we can expect a lot from him. He has so many qualities, defending and also contributing for CFC, scoring goals, which, you know, what else can you ask from a player? Very, very fortunate to count on him on the roster. And again, he's scoring what we call an Olympico, a goal from a corner. It's not very, you don't see it very often. I think we saw one on the Women's World Cup a couple of weeks ago. It's nice to witness that being done here with the CFC colors by a CFC player.
This one somehow finds its way all the way up the touchline. Stripling finally stops it. Dixon to Perez. Perez right on the edge of that center circle, wants to go back, and he will. Capizzucci. Chattanooga on the back, near the center third of the pitch to Stripling. Stripling walking his way up the turf. Looks to Mwape, too much pressure, back to McGrath. Back and forth they go. Used the heel of his boot to get it around the defense. Tate gathers it for Savannah. Savannah looking to clear. Somehow Mwape gets this away from him and back to McGrath. Alex McGrath centers this up. Naglestad near the penalty arc. Back close side all the way to Mwape along the touchline. Kelvin Mwape deking about, showing off that footwork on the corner of the 18. Garcia Sosa centered up. Naglestad back to Perez. Perez, a long ball. This goes wide left. Had the juice he needed, just not the touch.
CFC finding the correct passes, you know, find, you know, somebody that can, you know, strike the shot, you know, with a good angle on the go. Doing so with so much danger for Savannah. And in my opinion, Gabe, it's just a matter of time we're going to be calling another goal.
Chattanooga Football Club so hot offensively this season, sticking with that theme. Scored 3 goals against AC Houston Sur in the Nick a couple of weeks ago right here in Finley. Garcia Sosa opened the scoring in the 10th minute, then Lopez found the back of the net later on in the first half, and before the break, McGrath scored during stoppage time to lead into the half, made it 3-0 Chattanooga Football Club, and they won the Nick obviously 3-2. Savannah Clovers driving down, pass close side. Tate looking back door for Rugova, and it was off the mark. Good look for Savannah Clovers Football Club. They've struggled with offensive production this season. They've lost 7 games straight. Just 6 goals for them this year.
Yeah, different situations from both clubs, as you noted. On paper, CFC has everything to take the game tonight, but again, we know that that's not how things work. You know, CFC for sure got to stay on our toes, prepare, because Savannah has the ability and the personnel, you know, to hurt them.
At the end of the day, this is professional soccer, and it really doesn't matter what the professional sport here in the United States. In all these leagues, you're going to see the same thing.
Correct.
Pro sports are pro sports. These guys are good. Speaking of which, here comes Chattanooga Football Club, and Crichton saw that one coming from a long way off. Heads-up play to come out and greet that on the edge of the 18. That one rattles all around. Last 3 games for these two clubs. Chattanooga Football Club won on July 29th, 2-1 against Gold Star Detroit. A draw against the Maryland Bobcats on the 19th of July. And toppling Michigan Stars Football Club on the 8th of July, 2-0. Savannah Clovers Football Club lost to Flower City Union 3-0 back on the 15th of July. A 1-0 loss to the Michigan Stars on the 5th of July. Chattanooga Football Club passing this all about. This is Ibarra along the far touchline. Jostled and loses the ball. Throw incoming. Perez will deliver. Couple of quick connections now to Stripling on the close side. Stripling near the center of the pitch, walks it that way. Few quick connections. Chattanooga's Garcia Sosa turns about, fires this close side to Stripling. Touch back to him. McGrath keeps his feet somehow in traffic. Flipped across with the side of his boot. Now Perez. Perez driving towards the 18. Football is loose and rolling over the end line and off of the pitch. Not a lot of action or success in NISA regular season play for the Savannah Clovers, but they played host to the Jacks Lions for an exhibition match just days ago and put together a 3-2 victory in that match at home for their fans. So exciting stuff for the Savannah Clovers. And there's lots of positives interwoven throughout the course of this season, and it really shows how they're putting the framework, the groundwork in place for future success. Here's a corner for Chattanooga Football Club, and this one blown dead before the header is placed onto the ball.
Referee's catching something on the box, because this is the second corner that he calls for either a free kick, that's what I'm guessing. So CFC for sure needs to stay focused on those sorts of plays so we don't waste an opportunity. You know, those balls being played so well by McGrath. We have that already really locked in and an asset that can be used. And so far we haven't, because the referee again is catching something on the box that we need to be aware of.
Long delivery here. Chattanooga Football Club taking it away. A good-looking pass initially for Rugova, and just couldn't deliver the football to him. Max Rugova, a new member of the roster for Savannah Clovers Football Club, came from Gold Star Detroit, had success there. 2 goals, 1 assist this season in Detroit. Has already played almost 1,000 minutes coming onto the roster for Savannah, and obviously an immediate impact player as we've seen here tonight.
Yes, some interchanging within the league. Savannah definitely improving on that roster, adding some quality players who can affect the game and maybe change their situation on the league. For sure they are looking to do that, and that's how they're going about it, catching some of these players from other teams and attracting them to Savannah.
The win over the Jacks Lions for Savannah, the first trophy for the Savannah Clovers. Could be a turning point on the season for them. They certainly hope so.
Yeah, that definitely is a boost of confidence for a team that hasn't yet experienced a lot of goals or victories within the NISA itself. But having that happen so recently, we can, account that they're feeling a little more optimistic coming in Finley, playing against CFC.
Absolutely, and we've heard it so many times. You hear it in every interview. You hear it week in and week out. Clubs love coming to Chattanooga, Tennessee to play in Fort Finley in front of the big crowd.
Oh, yeah. Playing against, the numbers they don't necessarily experience at their stadium, showcasing their football against a quality team. Definitely a lot of motivation points for them to take coming in here, away from their pitch, but for plenty of reasons to perform well today.
Somehow finesse to Ibarra. Jesus Ibarra scored once already. Delivered to the touchline in Mwape. Kelvin Mwape around Tate. Pressure here, a little collision. He goes down. Coming away with the football, Cameron Schneider. Schneider teed that up, triple teamed on the back and in trouble. Daniel De Leon has it taken away. Chattanooga Football Club, shot line right. A second goal for Jesus Ibarra. He's dirty, he's nasty.
I believe that's McGrath with the steal. Something he does so well. If I'm a player playing against McGrath, one thing I'm not going to do is mess around with the ball in front of him. Right super close to the box where he can take it, drive it, and slots it in with the quality he has going forward as well as defending, demonstrating right there the player and his qualities. I mean, the guy just finds the correct moments. He picks people's pockets. He just did it again. He was right in front of the goal, just against the goalkeeper. And he has the quality of the finish. I mean, just the overall, an amazing player, demonstrating why he's here, why he's being so ineffective, defending and attacking. And we just witnessed, again, if you want to pick McGrath and describe the player that he is, that's a goal exactly that can tell you what you can expect for McGrath. Again, what a goal.
McGrath's fourth NISA League regular season goal this year alone. Man of the match last week against Gold Star Detroit. Scoring again this evening. That's 3 weeks in a row he scored a goal. Very impressive. Yeah,
what a hot streak. And encapsulating that at home, I'm sure he's feeling very confident about it. CFC, it's just a matter of time the way they've been playing and the chances they've been creating. And again, just different people scoring goals on key moments.
How about the footwork on McGrath? He looked just like Ibarra on that play.
I mean, you think he lost his man when Savannah's defender come up with some beautiful pieces of skills, but he stays right there with him and steals it. I mean, it must be such a nightmare to play against him. And yeah, just beautiful press, beautiful defending, and a goal. I'm sure he's very proud because it's an exciting goal for him because that's what he does. And it's nice that culminates with a goal for himself.
This one is taken at and rolls off of the pitch. Closing in on the 35th minute here inside of Fort Finley in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's 2-0 Chattanooga Football Club. They're top of the table. They're undefeated at 10-4-0, playing host to the Savannah Clovers Football Club, who are 1-2-9 in NISA League regular season action. Coming to you live on 11 Sports and FIFA Plus. I'm Gabriel Schrei here with Zeka Fejas. How does the match change now that it's 2-0? Does the strategy start to change for both clubs, or does it stay the same until the half?
Well, I expect CFC to maintain what they've been doing. They've been defending well. They've been attacking well. On the other hand, Savannah is for sure the team that needs to start thinking about, their lineup, their position, their formation. So far, it's not really working. CFC's creating far too many chances, and they could have scored more. They've been lucky. There's only been 2. So we'll see. Halftime is approaching here in 10 minutes, so maybe change is coming from Savannah. Maybe they're going to use halftime to execute them.
Tate flips this back, all the way back to Vaughn for the Clovers. Savannah Clovers, long feed, taken at, swatted away, and regathered by Moyers. Tate again along the touchline, Stripling, fighting for the football, somehow gathers it up. Through traffic, now to McGrath. Garcia Sosa, far side to Perez. Chattanooga, a little head of steam here, moving this forward. Far side, Jesus Ibarra. Ibarra chipping this one, close side, it's Alex McGrath again. Slowing up, there's a shot and swatted away and out of play by Crichton. A corner coming now for Chattanooga Football Club. It appears as though Mawape and McGrath will deliver this. Touched by Mawape to McGrath. Naglestad just in the 18. To the captain, Dixon. Dixon down low. McGrath fired and booted away by Crichton. He was in the perfect position to make that save.
What a ball by Richard, finding the gap in between Savannah's defense. Finding McGrath again. Somebody who is feeling hot and confident with a great shot. What a good save it was from Savannah's goalkeeper.
Chattanooga Football Club through the center third of the pitch, long feed, went a bit wide, regathered, delivered into the channel, close side, down near the end line. This is Mawape on the very edge of the 18, heavily defended by Vaughn, testing him both ways. Here's the footwork, getting around him to Garcia Sosa. The bend, and this one went just wide left. Chattahooligans showing out in full force tonight here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Filling it up, making a lot of noise, as always.
Summer is for six-pack. Save money with the
You can join the Chattahooligans, be here with us inside of Finley Stadium. To purchase tickets, visit ChattanoogaFC.com. Click onto the Tickets tab in the top navigation bar. You can also get season tickets, skyboxes, and more. Contact the CFC ticket office, 423-708-GOAL, 423-708-GOAL. Lots of options, lots of packages available on that front. This is Jesus Ibarra for Chattanooga Football Club. Ibarra, some nifty footwork, keeping it on his boots. Down into the corner of the channel, back to Perez. Perez looking inside, doesn't like the pressure initially. Chattanooga Football Club to McGrath. Alex McGrath. Long feed. Down to Stripling, who's on the close side. Kelvin Mawape, heavily defended here by Moyers. Picked up by Tate, centered it up. Naglestad back to Mawape in the corner of the 18, just along the end line. Looks like it was kept alive. Stripling, centered. Naglestad fires, second chance. This one deflected, but it finds Twine. 3-0, Chattanooga Football Club. A big lead at home. What a score. It looked like Garcia Sosa who buries that, and he's been hot lately as well.
CFC maintaining the ball near Savannah's goal. Ball gets bounced around the box and leaves to Sosa. With his right foot this time, picks up a shot with a lot of traffic in front of Savannah's goalkeeper. Ends up, slipping through his hands and entering the net. But a beautiful goal. Nicely built by CFC. Maintaining the ball in dangerous positions. I'm sure Sosa is happy, for scoring again. He's getting another start tonight. He's been playing well and well-deserved for him to get a goal. And I'm happy that CFC, is executing its game plan, maintaining the pressure all the way through the first half.
Such a nice guy. Big goal for him there. His first regular season goal this year. He scored 2 weeks ago in the National Independent Cup final in the 10th minute. But that's his first regular season goal this year. He's got to be very happy to take that home with him in the stat sheet tonight.
Taking his opportunity and showing why, he's being used to start the match.
Going down on the collision with Moyers. Lying on the pitch, it looks like he may be all right. Class for Mason Moyers, who will help him to his feet, and we'll get back underway.
Seems that everything is okay with him, thankfully. Savannah showing a little frustration. During the goal, we got to bring up, what happened on the sideline. Mwape was kind of keeping that ball really close to the line. The referee did not call that ball to go out of bounds. The play continued and culminated on CFC's goal, and I'm sure Savannah's players are not happy about that. Demonstrating some frustration right now on the pitch. Hopefully that won't continue. Luckily, the players didn't take any offense to that, and the play in the game can, keep going the way it's been. Very clear, very calm, very clean. A nice football match being played here in front of, so many families, so many kids. We'll hate to see anything off the ball to be happening tonight.
There's a great delivery to Calvin Mwape on the outlet pass. Mwape centered up. Naglestad standing on the penalty arc. Regathered again by Mwape. Firing wide left and swatted over the end line by Christian again. What a save!
What a beautiful save. Everybody really feeling it tonight. A lot of confidence, players getting, shots outside of the box, happening goals we've been seeing tonight. From those sorts of positions, Mumu with a beautiful effort. What a great save too, like you mentioned. Nicely done by Savannah's goalkeeper.
A corner coming for Chattanooga Football Club. It's 3-0 in the 42nd minute. They've averaged just shy of 2 goals per game this season. McGrath, long delivery close side, and Christian again selling out, flashing the glove. He has been standing on his head, save after save.
Yeah, definitely prevented what it could have been, a half with more than 3 goals.
Chattanooga right near the touchline. This one forced out of play off of the pitch. Vaughn will throw in for Savannah Clovers Football Club. Savannah all the way back in the corner here, feeling the heat a bit. Cameron Schneider clearing this one and just barely over the head of Mwape, avoiding danger, but only for a moment. The captain, Richard Dixon, has the football, and now the whistle before he can get to work. Slow to rise, and Tate is being checked on by Mwape.
Yeah, Mwape raised his leg a little higher than he should, caught Savannah's player. Seemed that it was unintentional, and everything's okay, and we can continue the game like we've been so far.
The goalkeeper for Savannah Clovers Football Club, Christian, who's got the ball here down to our right, is actually the oldest player on their roster at 26 years old. Oldest player on Chattanooga Football Club's roster, Richard Dixon, who's 33 years old. Not nearly the oldest in the league, though, 39 years old. The oldest player in NISA league.
Wow.
Quick pass, this one out of play, away from Tate. Vaughn was trying to go up to Tate and just couldn't keep that. They'll throw back in. Savannah Clovers Football Club here in the 44th minute, looking to Rugova. He goes down, the whistle immediately. Stripling getting after him. CFC without a key piece tonight. It doesn't seem to be impacting their performance offensively at any rate. Anatoly Prepelica out on the card. The throw in, Chattanooga Football Club. Mwape near the touchline, regathered that. This is Garcia Sosa. Sosa far side to Perez. Perez through the center third of the pitch. Dribble, 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 up to Ibarra. Jesus Ibarra showing off that footwork, wanted the interior delivery, couldn't hook up with Naglestad as that's defended away carefully, and we've reached the halftime break here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. On 11 Sports and FIFA Plus, it is 3-0 Chattanooga Football Club in NISA League regular season action. They lead the Savannah Clovers Football Club. We'll take a break and be back with more exciting action in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Chattanooga Football Club. This is Jesus Ibarra. Somehow fits this through traffic, coming back to him, a dive for the football, and right on the edge of the goal box, able to fall onto this here in the 45th.
Here goes that man again.
Those highlight saves making a definite impact on the scoreline. Savannah Clovers all the way back, close side here. Long look for the Clovers, regathered. Sanchez couldn't fit it to the middle of the pitch. Naglestad in pursuit. Skying this one. Stripling taken at, battle for the football. Somehow he comes away with it, trying to avoid De Leon. Chattanooga. Back just near the center third of the pitch. Dixon. Long feed for Chattanooga. Garcia Sosa near the touchline, taken away by Savannah. Centering pass, intercepted momentarily. Turning about, staying on his boots. Long feed, close side, the intercept by Perez. He finesses this one down to Jesus Ibarra. Ibarra drifting away from the touchline towards the center. Scooting between defenders. This one swatted. Perez can't take it away. Sanchez gets it to a teammate. Long feed, chipped far side towards the touchline for Savannah Clovers and off of the pitch. The sun is set here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and much to the relief of the players and the fans, sweltering heat here in the Scenic City.
Yeah, it's been a warm one today. As we move on, into the fall, expect the sunset to go on a little earlier, which does help. These games happening, kicking off at 7:30 with still the sun blazing on top of these guys and affecting the way they preserve their energy and how much running they can put on. Maybe a little extra boost for them with the nightfall here, starting already on the beginning of the second half.
Throw in here, Chattanooga. Tapping this all about, taken away by Savannah. Clovers back near the 18. Long feed, close side. This escapes over the touchline. Perez, throw in. McGrath all the way back. Long ball here to Bowers. Centered, CFC back to Bowers. This one over the defender near the very center of the pitch. Loose momentarily, McGrath with it. Jesus Ibarra. Ibarra, again, right near the center of the pitch on the touchline, doesn't like the pressure. The captain, far side to Garcia Sosa. Garcia Sosa on the move. Left off momentarily for Mwape. He has this stripped away from him. Clovers into the center of the pitch. Tate goes down. Bouncing back up from the turf, and the pass to Vaughn. Now the whistle as he is on the field again. Clovers, long feed, taken away by Chattanooga. Lost out of play immediately by Ibarra. They'll throw in again. Cutting towards the center, that's Schneider. Schneider taken away by Ibarra. Double teamed. He's trying to get back to the football as he's being grabbed at. Can't get to it. Whistle there is Sanchez. Too much contact.
Yeah, he's grabbing on Ibarra. Ibarra with his fancy footwork and skill, it's really hard to grab a hold of him. Only way to stop him again is sometimes pulling his shirt, which referee catches as a foul.
Alex McGrath near the close side, directly in the center of the pitch. Long feed there to the far side, Chattanooga. Stripling off to Mwape. Double teamed immediately, trying to keep his footing as this one rolls over the touchline. Closing in on the 50th minute, 3-0. Chattanooga Football Club leading the Savannah Clovers. 11 Sports FIFA Plus. Throw incoming for CFC. Great turnout tonight here on Academy Night. 600 participants in the Chattanooga Football Club Academy at all ages and levels. In fact, you coach, don't you?
I do, yeah, and I have the luck to coach with Richard. We coach a team together. It's a lot of fun.
That's kind of wild to think about.
Yeah, I learned a lot from him, just hanging out and seeing his techniques to, encourage the new generation to approach the game similar to what he's been doing. He has so much experience in the professional level, and again, stacking up numbers for coaching as well. Yeah, he demonstrating his character and ability not only on the field but with the kids too. He's a very good coach.
He's going to make a great coach throughout the course of his career.
I mean, he is somebody with a very important leadership role in this team, and he does a job of sometimes of a coach, directing people and changing and solving problems on the field. And I'm sure that's why Coach Rod has him there with, his ability and his experience. I mean, he helps so much.
I mean, for Rod Underwood, that has to be like having an extra set of hands that you can send out on the pitch for you.
Exactly, and somebody that is still, playing so well, with some great performances. Why not? And Richard really fits that model perfectly. If you had to build a player to fit that position, you would think of a Richard Dixon.
His work ethic is what I think I'm most impressed with. 2 days a week, he does 2 workouts, correct?
Yeah, I mean, just as fit as he gets, very professional, the way he approaches the game, his diet, the way he conducts himself off the field. Just a family man, somebody that, you want to be around as a person to be, next to somebody you can look up to, any aspect of life, not just soccer.
Chattanooga Football Club back on the edge of their own 18. This one rolling over the touchline. Clovers coaching staff highlighted by Paul McGlynn, father of Philly Union's Jack McGlynn and Connor McGlynn of Hartford Athletic. Chattanooga Football Club regathering here, back inside of the 18 still. Goalkeeping coach for Savannah Clovers, Ryan Silvestri, a former North Carolina FC keeper. He earned 5 caps for Haiti.
Yeah, nice career.
Fans getting vocal over that. Perez steps off, leaving it for McGrath. Alex McGrath continuing his hot streak, 4 regular season goals now this season in NISA action. 3 weeks in a row he scored against Gold Star Detroit last Saturday, scored here at home in the Nick against AC Houston Sur. In added time at that of that first half, very exciting goal for him. Richard Dixon feeling the pressure, flipped away. Chattanooga trying to knife their way up into this defense, unable to do so. They reset momentarily. Now working his way towards the close side, Chattanooga back to Perez. Perez, who got it from McGrath, heavily defended by Sanchez. Back to Bowers, back and forth goes CFC. Schneider is right there. Here comes Chattanooga. Jesus Ibarra along the touchline. He's double teamed. Schneider there, able to fit it through traffic over to Alex McGrath. McGrath, long ball, far side. This one goes from Dixon to Mwape. Kelvin Mwape has it chipped away. Chattanooga working to regather and establish possession, able to do so. This one all the way back near the midfield stripe. McGrath teed it back up. Bowers, far side. Chattanooga examining all options. Long pass. Kelvin Mwape has to run it down. Vaughn is between him and the net. Mwape breaking to the interior. Here's a shot. Blockered away and now cleared by the Savannah Clovers. Chattanooga regathers. The threat is not over for Savannah. Closing in on the 55th minute. 3-0 Chattanooga Football Club, 11 Sports FIFA Plus. Chattanooga again. This is Mawape through into the 18. Mawape walking towards the penalty arc. Naglestad touched it over to McGrath. Close side. Ibarra still in the 18. Cleared by the Clovers. Perez wants to keep it alive, and he will, right in front of the Chattanooga bench. Ibarra heavily defended again. Far side. CFC drifting towards the 18, biding their time. Garcia Sosa loses this and regathers. Dixon, the captain, sending it forward. Chattanooga inside. Naglestad has it stripped away and cleared again. Great defensive play there by Savannah Clovers Football Club. That one made by Cameron Schneider, another recent transfer from Gold Star. And the collision near the center of the pitch, receiving some spite from the fans.
Yeah, I believe that's terminates to a yellow card to Bowers, who stops the play. The referee catches it as a chance for Savannah to move forward on a counterattack, and that caution there caused Bowers to get a yellow card. CFC, you know, stacking up the minutes here on the second half. Still creating chances, still moving the ball in dangerous positions. Haven't yet creating those clear opportunities like we've seen in the first half. I noticed, Naglestad definitely is looking to get something out of this game. So I've been noticing CFC players trying to feed him a little more. Maybe we're going to see chances from that player coming up here on this half, more often so than on the first.
What a redirect by Naglestad to allow this attack by Chattanooga. They're going to bide their time, try to capitalize on this opportunity. Right near the center of the AstroTurf. Towards the back third of the pitch, Chattanooga. Bowers, who just got that card. Perez can't get it around the defender. Daniel De Leon taking it away from Chattanooga. Ibarra wants to take it from De Leon. Battle for the football here as this one is sent all the way back to Schneider. Cameron Schneider to Daniel. Around McGrath. Ibarra strips this away to Mawape. Calvin Mawape centered. Jesus Ibarra. Long feed. Far side for Chattanooga. Again in danger of losing possession. Able to maintain it. Garcia Sosa and Stripling. Now to the captain right near the center circle. Momentary intercept leading to possession for the Clovers. Long feed, this one from Hargreaves, close side. Savannah Clovers taking his way towards the 18, trying to buy some space. He has a chance. Feed back door deflected away by Chattanooga Football Club, and now the captain will end this with a few well-timed passes. Great scoring chance by Sanchez there, just couldn't quite capitalize. Made the right play looking backside.
Yeah, Savannah creating chances, and CFC definitely demonstrating a little lack of energy here on this 60-minute mark of the second half, which Savannah has the weapons to punish. If that's the case, that CFC is going to put the foot on the brake and not go for it like he has been doing it for the entirety of this match. So a change of pace here on the second half. Hopefully CFC can catch back up and bring it back to what we've been seeing so far.
Green and McKay waiting to check in alongside the pitch for Savannah Clovers Football Club. Mawape, all right, back up and at it here in the 59th. Chattanooga to the captain. All the way back, CFC. Boys in blue trying to reset this one. They lead 3-0. Long feed taken away by Savannah all the way back to Crichton. Crichton with a booming punt here. Headed at by Chattanooga. Gathered up by CFC. Richard Dixon in trouble. 3 defenders there. This one off the sides of the boots of a defender. Sanchez coming away with this. And now forced out of play. Hargreaves kept it alive, and Perez with the football. Perez picking his way up along the defense. Jesus Ibarra narrowly had a wide open chance in the sliding defensive effort by Cameron Schneider. Another great play by Hargreaves. He's been in on a few in a row. Zach Hargreaves, 2 goals this season, a key piece. Big heads-up player for Savannah Clovers, the midfielder, bringing English talent to the roster. Played for Texas United FC previously. Those changes are in. Now onto the pitch for Savannah Clovers. Benjamin McKay. Makai Green. Garcia Sosa to Marcus Naglestad. Far side, Kelvin Mwape. Mwape walking it towards the corner of the 18. Beats out a defender towards the goal box. And Tate able to get this away from him as it travels over the end line here in the 60th.
Mwape's having a lot of success on the right wing tonight, you know, giving all sorts of nightmares for the defenders. His footwork, his speed, he's using that ability to get the ball in dangerous positions. Hopefully he can culminate that with a shot or a cross. And Marcus, for sure, looking for those opportunities to score his record-breaking goal.
Kelvin Mwape for the corner. Touched it in gently to McGrath. Battle for it to the inside along the edge of the 18 and again cleared by Savannah Clovers Football Club. Defensive play by Ford Hunt.
What a touch by Antoine. I mean, he took that off the air just like a field player would do, a quality field player would do, and demonstrating, you know, why he's been such a good player this season for CFC, you know, with his ability not only of saving shots, but with his foot as well.
Antoine has been nuts, barely sharing field time. Only 5 goals allowed in 14 games played. And all of those goals seemingly mental errors, except for one really quality goal against the Maryland Bobcats. Chattanooga Football Club to Perez. Perez along the touchline, outlet pass for Jesus Ibarra. There's that gallop on the footwork. 2 defenders, now 3. Ibarra over to McGrath. McGrath inside to Naglestad. He flips it back to him immediately. Chattanooga Football Club driving towards the 18, looking both ways. Garcia Sosa, heavily defended, has it taken away, and Dixon can't get the football before Savannah moves it away. Savannah back to Christian. Naglestad can't beat him to the football, and this is cleared away by the Clovers. Chattanooga in the center circle. From the middle third of the pitch, long pass, far side, Mwape on the edge of the 18, defended by Vaughn, centering feed, Garcia Sosa, the howitzer finds the back of the net, 4-0 Chattanooga Football Club.
Beautiful play executed again by those players who have been so effective today. Mwape with the ball on the right side, using his speed, his ability, finds Garcia Sosa on top of the box, and today he's been on fire. I believe that goal again is scored with his right foot, which is not his preferred one, but now and again just demonstrating his ability, finding the bottom corner beautifully. What a goal. Nice to see CFC adding up the numbers, you know, building that comfortable leading on this game. Now it's time, you know, maybe to rest some people, gives Coach Rod the ability to switch things around. CFC demonstrating why they're the leaders on the table.
4-0 Chattanooga Football Club. Midway through the 63rd minute, Garcia Sosa isn't just hot, he is on fire, scoring 3 weeks ago against AC Houston Sur in the 10th minute. Performed very well against Gold Star up in the Mitten State, the Great Lakes state of Michigan. And now today, his first regular season goal of the year and his second in the 63rd minute. Couple of changes coming for Chattanooga Football Club. Kelvin Mwape is coming off. Checking in, Juan Louis. Chattanooga Football Club indeed resting some legs. Back underway, Savannah Clovers, far side of the pitch.
Exactly, CFC building that comfortable lead, you know, at the 65th minute, which allows for plenty of game time for those coming in, you know, looking for an opportunity, another look. for more deserving minutes going forward. You know, CFC definitely needs all its roster to be successful, when we've seen this season so far. Beto coming in, who has had a very good impact on every game he has been playing, either starting and coming off the bench. Also Luis, who's been, you know, adding up some minutes this season and is coming back on the field right now to demonstrate why maybe he should deserve more minutes than he has been in these past couple of games.
Alvarenga, 2 goals, 2 assists during this regular season. Juan Luis yet to score in a regular season match, 1 assist. Chattanooga from the corner, this one skying up the pitch, taken at by 2 players there. The athletes lose it. Chattanooga right back to Naglestad. Marcus Naglestad in a bit of trouble in traffic, left off for Jesus Ibarra. Ibarra splitting the difference between 2 defenders, taken away momentarily by Savannah and the Clovers. Chattanooga somehow to Naglestad through traffic, looking for Ibarra again. Naglestad back after the football, into the center of the pitch. He goes down hard on the corner of the 18.
I believe it's a PK, Gabe.
I believe so as well. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, he took a knock on his chin. Maybe that won't take his ability to take that PK.
And one thing we've been following all night long, Marcus Naglestad, this is his 58th ever appearance in a NISA contest. 37 goals in NISA regular season matches, 29 wins. He has 52 career goals for Chattanooga Football Club. And that is a tie with multiple athletes for the all-time scoring record for the club. 53 would break that record, making him the most prolific scorer in Chattanooga Football Club history.
What a moment. Marcus from the spot, the moment we've all been waiting for.
Here at home in front of thousands in Finley Stadium, Naglestad fires and finds the twine. The all-time leading scorer for Chattanooga Football Club, Marcus Naglestad.
I'm just so glad we're witnessing this here at Finley on a PK, something he's a specialist on. Marcus with his 53rd goal for the club. Me personally, who's been involved with this team, seeing so many goal scorers coming in and out, and witness somebody else, you know, stepping for that role and demonstrating the ability to put the ball in the back of the net like I have never seen before. I mean, this guy's special. We're so fortunate to have him on our team. A Norwegian who's that country so many successful goal scorers, you know, lately, and we have our own here, you know, putting a stamp on the map and on the history of the club.
A stamp indeed on the history of the club, on the history of the city, and onto the hearts of the fans. 53 career goals for Marcus Naglestad. What an incredible man to wear the kit, to be a boy in blue.
I mean, he hasn't really had, you know, a clean look on goal today. If it was meant to happen, it was going to be either a tap in or a PK. And he had this moment. He finished that PK, I mean, just beautifully on top corner. I mean, he was very confident going at it. I'm sure he's relieved to get that past him, so now CFC can continue. You know, we don't have to worry about that anymore. We can move past and, you know, adding up some goals, and I'm sure he's gonna take this off his back and not have to worry, because I'm sure even though he doesn't demonstrate, he thinks about, players do think about these types of things. So we're past this, now let's keep it going.
Absolutely. It's one of those things, you know, you get asked about time and time again. No, I'm not thinking about that. We're not worried about that. It's there. It's in your mind.
Absolutely. I mean, he deserved it. I mean, he worked so hard for this, and he has now, you know, made history on the club on a way that, you know, it's most likely we won't be seeing it again.
Antoine in danger here as Chattanooga able to clear the football away. Ibarra working with it near the touchline. Double teamed. Knifing his way towards the middle of the pitch. Looking far side to Juan Luis, who just can't quite gather the ball. That's going to happen. Even at the professional level, you're going to have those mishaps. But what's important is he was in position to make that play. And Luis One-time Minnesota Gatorade Player of the Year, certainly able to finish things off.
Yeah, Ibarra surrounded by so many players. I mean, he's been so successful at this game. Maybe ending up the minutes is not as fresh as he's been. Delivering that sort of pass is a challenge, and unfortunately didn't go its way, but it's nice to see CFC keep trying those sorts of plays.
Naglestad now 53 career goals, 38 NISA regular season goals. Dixon goes down hard here, whistle right away. Naglestad, the winner of the 2022 NISA Golden Boot and the 2022 Golden Ball, leading the league with 19 goals, 5 assists in 23 appearances. This is his 15th match this season, 11 goals to this point. Dixon is still down on the pitch. Captain Richard Dixon back up on his feet, appears to be all right.
Yeah, you don't like to see Richard going down. Not because of his age, don't get me wrong.
I was going to make an old joke.
But, you know, he doesn't go down easy. You know, somebody works so hard, you got to be careful.
Ibarra, close touch line again. To Naglestad. Outlet pass, Jesus! He's beat out the defender into the 18. Jesus deflected away by Crichton. Still loose, trying to finish it off. Taken at by Louis. Football still alive in the goal box and covered by the keeper of the Clovers. What a save!
Wow, what a play. Let's talk about first Naglestad's pass. What a delight. Just, you know, he couldn't have hit that ball better. Finds Ibarra, who in my opinion played a little selfish. He could have, you know, squared that ball to Louis, who was arriving with the open net. He decides to take it, and Savannah's goalkeeper with a beautiful save.
Into the 72nd minute, 5-0 Chattanooga Football Club. NISA regular season action. CFC 10-4-0, undefeated, top of the table. One of the very best in the United States right now, playing host to the Savannah Clovers Football Club, 1-2-9 in this regular season tilt. We're with you on 11 Sports and FIFA Plus from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm Gabriel Schrei here with my good friend and analyst Zeka Fejas. This one has been lively for Chattanooga Football Club. Thousands of fans here. Many of the 600 CFC Academy athletes are in attendance tonight and were honored during that halftime break. Beautiful ceremony.
I mean, that's exactly what you wanted. You want, you know, the new generation to witness, you know, on the field, the work that they're trying to do, you know, on their game. This is something the academy here is trying to do, creating a culture throughout all age groups and culminating that with the men's team and the women's team performing in front of the fans and displaying a beautiful game, playing so well, you know, in a very positive manner. So it's just so many takeaways from this, and I'm so glad we witnessed an academy night with the performances as we've seen so far.
Moments ago, that scoring chance. Sanchez looking for Tate, and Aiden Tate yet to score a goal in NISA League action this season. He's been a key facilitator more than anything. He's been very important in the midfield, creating space for Irides to run in recent matches and put away goals. Here comes Chattanooga looking to respond to that attack. McGrath going up top. Alvarenga heavily defended. Jesus Schneider there fighting for the football. Chattanooga all the way back to Perez. Chattanooga will reset. So much of the great information tonight fed to me directly from the front office of Savannah Clovers Football Club. Brian Sykes, Chief Community Officer, so helpful with stats, facts, information. Both of the times these two clubs have met, he wasn't able to make the trip today. He's back in Savannah with his wife, Deja, and expecting baby Sykes. So congratulations to both of you. Best of wishes from all of us here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and congratulations in advance.
Yeah, big congrats, you know, a huge moment. Savannah staff being so kind to us, providing with information. So we're very grateful to account with that and bring information to this game by, you know, people like that.
From what I hear, they're great, not only for us in the booth, but down on the pitch as well to work with for our operations team.
That's what I hear too.
Clovers up along the 18. There's a shot, and Antoine gloves it up. It remains 5-0 in the 75th minute. Chattanooga Football Club holding that commanding lead. Clovers looking to center up the football. Momentary trouble kept away from Louis. Back and forth goes Savannah in the center third of the pitch. Far side to Vaughn. Vaughn a long feed up along the touchline. Savannah again going around Juan Louis. Long ball, center of the pitch by Green. Fed down low and gathered by Antoine. No one there to try and turn that into a scoring opportunity. Quick glance the next 3 weeks for these clubs. Chattanooga at home twice in a row, the 19th of August, Salt City Union, the 3rd of September, Los Angeles Force, then a road game. That's at Los Angeles Force Championship Stadium. They play later tonight here on 11 and FIFA Plus. Long feed for Chattanooga, far side, Juan Louis around the defender. Look at that footwork. Louis, a bit of space to work with towards the penalty arc, close side, Naglestad, Marcus Naglestad deking about, and this one deflected off of a defender into the locker room. Next 3 for the Savannah Clovers, an away match the 12th of August, Maryland Bobcats FC, then a home match the 19th, Club de Leon down in Savannah, Georgia, and back on the road again, I'll be in San Diego on August 27th. Leading 5-0, Chattanooga Football Club, a chance to take a victory lap here.
Yeah, what a beautiful performance. A nice night here. CFC just stacking up the numbers on the league, you know, maintaining a clean sheet, everything going for their way right now.
McGrath to take the corner. He delivers it backside. Looking for the header was Bowers. Naglestad out on the edge of the 18. Wanting it down low off of the boot of Louis, and it goes just wide left. That was nifty. That would have been slick.
Louis went for the extra, you know, changing things up a little bit, you know, catching everybody by surprise. I almost slots the ball with what we call a Cruyff move, you know, passing the ball between his legs and flicking it.
Number 99 getting a change. Lenny Lopez onto the pitch in his place. 53 career goals for Marcus Naglestad. Well-deserved round of applause for him. Alex Woods has changed into the match and onto the pitch for Savannah Clovers Football Club. The captain, Richard Dixon, getting a change for some young blood and some local blood. Damian Rodriguez finding his way onto the AstroTurf.
Yeah, giving Richard a little break, you know, well-deserved. Substitution here for somebody who's putting a shift, you know, adding up minutes on the league as well. I'm sure he's glad he's getting a rest tonight, a couple extra minutes.
Woods with the football along the close touchline, lost near the center of the pitch. Chattanooga looking for Rodriguez. Woods able to tie that up, trying to get around the defenders. Struggle for the ball. Jesus is creating problems for Daniel De Leon, getting around him on the touchline, and this one finds its way off of the field of play. (5-0) Chattanooga closing in on the 80th minute here in the Scenic City. 11 Sports, FIFA Plus. CFC undefeated. Battling the Savannah Clovers in NISA regular season action. Elsewhere in the nation, Flower City Union an upset over the Maryland Bobcats 2-0. That match wrapping up just about an hour ago. Later tonight, the Los Angeles Force placing Club de Leon in the center of their crosshairs in Championship Stadium. That game scheduled to start at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Artist Dakari Dennis Pope on the call on that, also available on 11 and FIFA Plus. Perez, touch to Jesus. Chattanooga, Ibarra. Beautiful feed to Alvarenga, who has a big collision near the corner of the 18. Chattanooga again to Jesus. Somehow nutmegs the defender and keeps the football. Another nutmeg. Chattanooga. Rodriguez, the shot still alive, deflected away near the edge of the goal box, out of the 18 over the penalty arc, keeping it away from CFC. Savannah Clovers keeping the football, rolling close side, that's Woods. Woods chased by Lenny Lopez off of his knees, and CFC wanting the football back. Still cleared yet again, even deeper for the Clovers, this time by De Leon, and eliminating the threat of CFC there. Clovers want it back. They're deep down near the CFC goal. Louis being harassed here along the touchline. Goes down as his boots are tied up on the pitch.
I don't understand how these players are running so fast and so hard at this point of the match, you know, just sprinting all over the place. Savannah with a little bit of frustration, you know, trying to collect the ball and show a little bit of quality. CFC managing the game well, but, you know, got to keep our heads and not get involved in stuff later on in the game.
You know, one thing that stuck with me in the first few weeks of the season, got me amped up for this year for Chattanooga Football Club and the NISA League regular season. I remember in the opening presser and talking to the media team from Chattanooga Football Club, reading all the press releases, seeing all the interviews, they said, we're coming off of the best season in club history. And last season was really great for Chattanooga Football Club. They stalwarted a lot of clubs. They made it down to the final rounds of the NISA League playoff. But when you take that and compare it to this year, this has been a miracle season. It's one of the greatest seasons ever put together. How does it make you feel as an alum of this franchise?
Well, it just makes me very proud to, you know, be associated with this team and say it that, you know, I'm still part of this. Just because how the team is developing, how the team is growing, you know, how you know, CFC is going about doing businesses and expanding the brand and expanding the game, you know, in such an organic and nice way that brings everybody together, and all the values that we cherish, that we put on the board those 15 years ago, and we still have those things in front of us, and we just build this amazing team surrounding those things. So it's just a very special thing.
Here we go, Chattanooga Football Club wanting to make it 6-0, and a great swat again by the keeper of the Clovers. This is Rodriguez to Alvarenga, back to him, Damian Rodriguez in the center of the 18, and the whistle as Crichton swats that.
I mean, something has to be said. Ibarra had a couple of chances here, one-on-one with the goalkeeper who has been successful on those. But again, we would like for a player of his caliber to take this opportunity a little more serious and, you know, slotted in a couple of goals that, you know, wouldn't be bad for him, for the team. You know, just showcase the performance that was tonight, that was deserved of that amount of goals.
I love how superstitious Chattanooga fans are. The front office is, the team is very superstitious. I started talking about the goal record, and I was told to be quiet. They said, you can't talk about that until it's broken. Don't talk to us about it. So I kept it to myself. Don't get mad at me, but we have to talk about the NISA League playoffs. They're coming up very quickly. We're reaching this final third of the season, and things are starting to really heat up in that playoff chase as there's a tripped player there. I believe Perez goes down to the turf, and the whistle sounds. A look at how those playoffs are structured. In the National Independent Soccer Association, the playoffs, the top two teams earn a quarterfinal bye, so they advance directly to the semifinals. NISA League teams ranked 3rd to 6th then compete in a quarterfinal round, and that quarterfinal round leaves the remaining teams they're automatically eliminated from the postseason. So anybody that does not make that quarterfinal round is gone. They're done for the year, and it just leaves us with those final teams competing in the quarterfinal. NISA feels this structure rewards top performers during the regular season and kind of creates that exciting knockout competition on the road to the championship. So what a ride it's been already. I can't believe we've still got the playoffs left in a few weeks of this regular season that's been so electric.
Yeah, it's been a long season already, and there's more to come. I mean, there's, at least 10 games to go. So a lot can change within the landscape of the league. However, it's hard to believe that CFC is not going to be within those teams that potentially gets a bye. I mean, there's not something crazy to assume at this point, for what we've seen so far. So, planning ahead is definitely a great thing, and CFC can do that just because, how they've been playing and putting them in that situation where it's nothing to be superstitious for, and you just got to maybe take time to plan better.
I think you made a good point there, and an important point. Even though it's only about a third of the actual calendar days left in the season, it's actually one of the busiest parts of Chattanooga Football Club's schedule. They'll be playing the most games in the shortest period of time those last few weeks of the season. So 10 matches, about 10 matches left to go. Only 4 or 5 home matches left, so get your tickets now while we're talking about that. Be here with us. But yeah, that'll be a crucial point. I don't have that stat in front of me, I apologize. But about 10 matches left and the busiest section of the season coming towards the very end.
Yeah, there's still some football to be played, and with the traveling, with the short schedule, it makes it difficult already with so many games on their luggage, carrying that through, knocks and injuries and tired legs. CFC is going to have definitely to step up from what they have already done so far, and it'll be interesting to see how the team behaves, of course, demonstrating positive feedback, tonight.
Woods escaped Rodriguez. Clovers along the edge of the 18. Savannah looking into the far channel. This one left off down near the touchline. Clovers want to go back inside with it. Sent all the way back to Vaughn. Vaughn across to Snyder. Louis in pursuit. Finessing this one all around. Savannah biding their time, not liking the pressure from Chattanooga. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez nutmegs Stripling. Alvarenga flips it away momentarily. Regathered by Woods and the Clovers. Savannah centered up, long ball goes too high and wide. Good looking attempt, had a chance, just couldn't quite put the touch on it he needed.
Yeah, well, CFC made it difficult for them to get a good look on goal. The chance they had was off of a bouncing ball with a little bit of a distance, which is not something easy to pull off. CFC trying to maintain that clean sheet, which is something to be proud, and I'm sure that defensive line would like to go home tonight with that stat.
Savannah, a club that's doing so many things right off of the pitch, putting all the right pieces in place. How can they start to find more success on the turf? Is it just a time thing? Do they need another year to develop in this league?
Yeah, it takes time, stepping up to a league with some teams that are already well established is a difficult thing. A lot of learning from this year, and I hope they can carry that through going forward. We wish the best for them. It's a nice team. I enjoy having, a city like Savannah being a professional soccer environment is something nice to witness, and I hope that they can move forward and continue to grow and learning from these experiences they've had this year.
Savannah, Georgia, the hostess city, down on the very edge of the southeastern United States, right on the ocean. Beautiful city.
Oh yeah, I love Savannah. I go there a couple of times a year already. Have a trip planned out. It's where I got engaged.
Is it really?
Something has to be said about that. Yeah, I do have a emotional attachment to Savannah.
Clovers to the corner of the 18, looking for an interior pass, and the football slips away. Antoine gathering this up. Into the 89th minute, the closing moments of this match in NISA League regular season action. 5-0 Chattanooga Football Club. What a night for CFC. Expecting any added time on your part?
No, I didn't see any added time on the first half. Not expecting a whole lot, maybe 1 or 2 minutes max here.
Savannah Clovers along the touchline, close side, right in front of the Chattanooga bench. Lopez and Jesus battling for the football. And that'll do it. We've reached full time. Chattanooga Football Club 11-4-0, undefeated, top of the table, continuing their electric, improbable, unbelievable season. Just gathering up those points. 3 more points with a 5-0 victory here at home. Your thoughts, Mr. Zekafejas?
Beautiful performance by a lot of players. Hard to pick a man of the match tonight. You know, when I have to give that to Mr. Marcus Naglestad, breaking the record. You know, we witnessed history today, ladies and gentlemen. So glad to be calling this game with you, Gabe, and have something to cherish for and remember. A night like tonight, academy night with all the youth and future generations of soccer players on this region, and Marcus scoring that goal.
Fantastic. And Zeka, as far as what's coming next for these two clubs, what do you anticipate Chattanooga Football Club takes away from this into their next match?
Well, I think what they take it is that they have a momentum going forward, and that hasn't really stopped, you know. Something we've been seeing from a couple of games, continuing at home, on the road, now stepping away from Finley next week. Can we continue that momentum as well going forward? For Savannah, you know, a lot of, you know, points to think about, you know, what can they do to change things for their season to look a little better, you know, until the end. They still got a chance to make a, you know, an impact, and a lot of different players like we've seen today stepping up to that field. So I'm sure they have, you know, a lot of things to think about to change their situation right now.
So much success for Chattanooga on the pitch tonight. Naglestad scoring his 53rd career goal, the all-time leading scorer for Chattanooga Football Club. It's his 11th regular season goal this season. He won the Golden Boot, Golden Ball last season, well on pace to do that again this year.
Yeah, just making a huge impact on the league and on the team. You know, somebody who came in here, signed for the team, created a identity with the fans, with the community, and encapsulates that with scoring his 53rd goal and breaking that record. What a moment for him, and it shows that he is, you know, part of us.
An exciting moment, a historical moment for this club, this franchise, and this city. Zeka, it's time to select the HHM Man of the Match for tonight. You know, with the success of Naglestad, obviously breaking the record, with Garcia Sosa doing so well in the last few weeks, and with Alex McGrath and Jesus Ibarra making all these massive contributions. How do you pick one, and who is it?
Tough to pick. We had some amazing performances tonight, but to celebrate the moment and the man, I'm going to give that man of the match to Marcus. Well deserved. You know, he was looking for the goal. It was a PK. He was not really involved in much more. But again, so many good performances, and picking Marcus as man of the match just because it is, you know, his night, you know, scoring that breaking record goal. What a moment for him, and he has to end up with the man of the match.
And here's a look at the next home match of Chattanooga Football Club. That will be on August 19th. You can join us for that one as Chattanooga Football Club plays host to Salt Lake City Union. Kickoff at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Finley Stadium. For Chattanooga Football Club, the Savannah Clovers Football Club, our entire crew, as well as my partner, Zekafejas, I'm Gabriel Schrei saying so long from Chattanooga, Tennessee, where the final score is a CFC victory, an unbelievable 5-0. This has been NISA League regular season soccer. All games and events airing on the 11 Sports and FIFA networks are streamed live and are copyright material. Today's game will be archived inside of the app and will be available for replay. This has been a presentation of 11 Sports.